I'm Jordan Preston. I've been with the department since 2014, working the 3rd Division on day work. When I was 16 years old, it's actually a week before my 17th birthday, I was diagnosed as a type 1 diabetic. I was thirsty all the time. I'd lost a ton of weight. I dipped below 180 pounds, and with my build, it was just, I looked like skin and bones. The doctor at the hospital actually told me, your body's in such bad condition that you should be dead or in a coma. Those words were pretty tough to hear, since that's such a life-changing diagnosis. I really couldn't imagine my life without it at this point, but to say that I want it is, I guess, is wrong. I have to check my blood sugar throughout the day to make sure that it's not too high or too low, because if it gets too high or too low, I could pass out of nowhere. And if somebody's not around me that doesn't know that I have it, it's going to be hard for them to determine what's going on. So that's just something that I always have to be aware of, especially when I'm on the job, just because we're always going from one thing to another, whether it's a shooting or a horrible accident or whatever. I'm always on the go, especially in this division. So it's just something that I'm always keeping in the back of my head of what I'm feeling like. Is my blood sugar okay? Do I need to grab something to eat real quick or whatever? So it's just something that you always have to be mindful of. You can't ever just kind of let it slip into the back of your mind and not think about it. When I was in college, that's when I first found out or figured out that I wanted to be a police officer. And I even had a family member or two say, "Oh, you can't do that because you're a type 1 diabetic." And that just, I guess that motivated me even more. I can't stand it when people try to put limitations on me or other people, or even when people try to limit themselves. Life's an obstacle. I mean, you gotta work through it. You gotta. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be tough. It's never gonna be easy. If it's something that's worth doing, especially as a career, or whatever it is that you want to do, it's not going to be easy, I can tell you that, but I can tell you that it's going to be worth it. I love this job. I couldn't imagine doing anything else. I love the people that I work with, and I go home every day, it's not saying, "Oh my gosh, I hated work today, work was horrible." I mean, I love what I do. It's awesome. If I'd listened to people and said, "Yeah, you're right, I'm a diabetic, I shouldn't even go for this," I have no idea what I would be doing right now. I couldn't see myself doing anything other than this.